Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of adding fractions with like denominators. 4 11ths plus 3 11ths is our first example problem. And I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So adding fractions with like denominators consists of two simple steps. Step 1, you add your numerators, aka the top numbers, and you add your numerators just as if you were adding any whole number. So 4 plus 3, what does 4 plus 3 equal? 4 plus 3 equals 7. Now the only difference between adding fractions and adding regular whole numbers is that whatever the denominator is, aka whatever the bottom number is in the fraction, you keep it the same. So the denominator in both of these fractions is 11. So the denominator in our answer is going to be 11. So we have our final answer. 4 11ths plus 3 11ths equals 7 11ths. Alright, next example problem. 2 9ths plus 5 9ths. So, adding fractions with like denominators, we start out by adding our numerators, aka the top numbers. What does 2 plus 5 equal? 2 plus 5 equals 7. Now, the only difference between adding fractions and adding whole numbers is whatever the denominator, whatever the bottom number in the fraction is, we keep that the same. So the denominator for both of these fractions is 9, so that's going to stay the same in our answer. 2 9ths plus 5 9ths equals 7 9ths. All right, example number 3 now. One eighth plus 6 eighths. So we add our numerators. That's always step 1. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Then our denominator stays the same. And we have our final answer. 1/8 plus 6 eighths equals 7 eighths. Now for my next example, I'll do an example where the numerator is something other than 7. I know that my numerator has been 7 in my first 3 examples so far. So next example, and I'll do something with a different numerator. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button, really helps the algorithm. All right, 4 12ths plus 5 12ths. So step 1, we add our numerators. What is 4 plus 5? 4 plus 5 equals 9. Second step is whatever our denominator is, we keep it the same. So the denominator is 12 for both the fractions we're adding, so that's going to stay the same in our answer. 4 12ths plus 5 12ths equals 9 12ths. So we have our final answer there. Now that answer is not in lowest terms, but I'm going to keep the reducing fractions to lowest terms for another video. Alright, next example. 6 tenths plus 2 tenths. Step 1, we add our numerators. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Step 2, we keep our denominator the same. So the denominator is 10 for both of these fractions. It's going to stay the same in our answer. 6 tenths plus 2 tenths equals 8 tenths. So it's just like adding whole numbers, except whatever the bottom number, aka the denominator in the fraction is, we keep that the same. All right, next example. Nine 12ths plus 2 12ths. Nine plus 2 equals 11. Our denominator is the same for both fractions, so that's going to be the same in our answer, and we have our final answer. 9 twelfths plus 2 twelfths equals 11 twelfths. All right, on to another set of examples. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please remember to hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate you all being here. All right, next set of examples. 5/15 plus 3/15. So step one, we add our numerators. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Our denominator stays the same because our denominator is the same in both the fractions we're adding. So we have our final answer. 5/15 plus 3/15 equals 8/15. Next example. All right, 7/14 plus 4/14. Seven plus 4 equals 11. Our denominator is the same for both fractions, so it's going to be the same in our answer. And we have our final answer. 7/14 plus 4/14 equals 11/14. So just like adding whole numbers, only difference is whatever the denominator, whatever the bottom number in the fraction is, we keep that the same. All right, next example. This one's going to be a little bit different. Ten fifths plus 2/5. Step one, we add our numerators. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Step two, whatever our denominator is, we keep it the same. Since the denominator is 5 for both fractions, that's going to be the same in our answer. 10 fifths plus 2 fifths equals 12 fifths. If you notice, one of these fractions is not like the others. Someone in the chat, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Write what's different about this this fraction addition problem versus the other ones. There's something different about this particular fraction than all the other fractions on the whiteboard. I'm going to give you all 15 seconds. Somebody in the chat, write what's different about this fraction. Write what's different about this fraction versus all of the other ones. 15 seconds. At the 8-minute and 35-second mark, I'm going to answer the question, but I'm going to give somebody in the chat a chance to comment and answer what's different about this particular fraction. All right. Now I'm going to answer. The difference between this fraction and all the other fractions on the page, notice the numerator or the top number is bigger. The top number is bigger than the bottom number. This is an improper fraction. So it's a little bit of a curveball. People may put these problems in to throw you off, but the steps are the same. Whether you're adding a proper fraction with like denominators or an improper fraction with like denominators, the steps are still the same. You add your numerators, and whatever the denominator is, you keep it the same. So those are our two simple steps when we're adding fractions with like denominators. As long as the bottom number in both the fractions you're adding is the same, it's the same two steps. You add your numerators, and then you keep your denominator the same. Now, if we're adding or subtracting unlike fractions, obviously the steps are a little different, but this video is focusing on adding fractions with like denominators. All right, I'm going to do one more set of example problems, and then we will call it a video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you all being here. Remember to hit the like button if you have not already. 4/8 plus 1/8. Step 1, we add our numerators. What is 4 plus 1? 4 plus 1 equals 5. Next, we keep our denominators, aka we keep the bottom number the same. So we have our final answer. 4/8 plus 1/8 equals 5/8. All right, next example. 3/9 plus 4/9. Step 1, we add our numerators. What is 3 plus 4? 3 plus 4 equals 7. Our denominator is 9 for both fractions, so it's going to be the same in our answer. And we have our final answer, 3/4 plus 3/9 plus 4/9 equals 7/9. 3/9 plus 4/9 equals 7/9. Next, the final fraction problem of the video. 8/10 plus 1/10 equals 8 plus 1 equals 9. Now our denominator is 10 for both fractions, so it's going to be 10 in our answer. So we have our final answer, 8/10 plus 1/10 equals 9/10. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.